Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today, I'll be giving a first-time reaction to a rock band named Bayside. We're going to be checking out two of their songs off of the self-titled album Bayside. The first will be Devotion and Desire, the second, Montauk. Like I said, this is my first time hearing of Bayside and listening to their stuff, so it's going to be a very fresh reaction for you all, which I hope you do enjoy. And you guys know me, I love listening to anything new, so just throw anything you want my way. I am always game for it. The lineup for Bayside, we've got four members here. Anthony Ranieri on the lead vocals, Jack O'Shea on lead guitar, Nick Gonbarian on bass guitar, and lastly, John Beats Holohan on the drums, who I believe unfortunately passed away due to a tragic van accident. So though he's playing on this album, I don't think he ends up playing on their subsequent work. But regardless, I'm excited to check this out for the first time. But before we do dive in, a massive thank you goes to Connor the Awesome for this donation request and the selections today. And Connor dedicates this to his brother Liam, who is maybe my biggest hype beast. Shout out to you, Liam, as well. Now, let's just jump in. Okay. Right away. That's like the arpeggios. And I was just so happy to be out of my shell again. But don't think that I really care for. Where have I heard this? This is immediately so familiar to me. Da 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 da. And how does the chorus go? Da 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 da. Something like that. Oh God, is this that song? Why does this sound familiar to me? And I was just so happy to be out of my shell again. But don't think that I really cared for who it was. So for now I'll just have to keep it shut. You're not ready. You're not ready. Please stop acting like you are. Yeah, I remember that pre-chorus. How could I know that everything you said was about devotion and desire? And I know the spark inside your eyes was just the match I used to set myself on fire. Wow. My mouth shooting. Dude, I remember hearing this song. I remember specifically, I guess I hope it's okay now that this is not technically a first time reaction. I remember hearing this song back in the day. I was just like randomly browsing YouTube, looking through my various like music playlists and seeing what was being recommended. And what was the song? It was by Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. You guys probably know the one I'm thinking of, but let me quickly just look in my own archives if I have it. Red Jumpsuit. I think it was either Face Down or Your Guardian Angel. One of those two songs, maybe both. And in the related queue was this song, because I remember this pre-chorus melody so distinctly. I don't know why. And to me, it puts me right back in my like emo phase, my punk rock kind of phase, which it's never a phase. I've been kind of nonstop listening to emo music, hard metal, or hard rock, hardcore metal, metalcore rock since then, in perpetuity. This is bringing me back. I like this. Devotion and desire. And I know the spark inside your eyes was just the match I used to set myself on fire. My mouth shooting blanks, situations unbearable. I've gotten vulnerable. Now anyone is free to walk from it. And this is so unique too, to intersplice in the singing in a bit of the like growling and screaming, this kind of like spoken word, a bit of yelling as well. I remember that being a not entirely new concept to me, but hearing it in this context where rhythmically he's not necessarily lining up with the riffs being played, it was always a cool thing to me.
Situations unbearable, I've gotten vulnerable. Now anyone is free to waltz right in. My temple been invaded, there's nobody guarding it. Over this lonely life. But what's wrong with being all alone? Alone's the only way I've ever known. You're not ready, you're not ready.
This is dope.
Please stop acting like you are.
Big fan of the vocals so far. Big fan of the big metal guitars. The riffs, now the melodies. Oh, that's so awesome. I love the quickening there. Oh, and then slow it down. Awesome. Oh, and that kind of intro, that parallel that we heard right at the intro. Love that through line there, man. These melodies are phenomenal. And simple too. Oh, the voice breaking. You know, I was so, oh man, that is an awesome song. I'm really glad to be rehearing it after so long with, I would say, the more developed prefrontal cortex that I now have. I love the vibe, love the vocal delivery from Ranieri. You can tell the moments where his voice just breaks apart, filled with that angst, but true devotion and desire. It really feels like he's conveying those feelings in an authentic way, and you will hear me say this repeatedly, and probably if you're a longtime subscriber of mine, you'll have heard me say this, but I love an authentic singer's voice. You don't have to be perfectly polished. You don't have to auto-tune it. In fact, don't do those things. Let me hear the slight imperfections, the cracking of your voice, the growling, the ripping apart, the slight miss of the pitch. I want to hear all of that because it is so real. It is so human. It's like as if I were screaming out and singing about my own devotion and desire. And let's talk about devotion and desire and the lyrical content here, because I never listened to these lyrics before in a very like attentive kind of way. And it's so interesting actually hearing, well, I guess thinking of the idea of devotion kind of being fueled with love and desire fueling destructive behaviors. It's almost like this, like two sides to a similar coin, because with devotion, you're doing things earnestly, honestly, without ego, being completely detached, but also externally loving, right? That's devotion. You're showing the utmost possible care to someone else outside of who you are. And desire is your own projections of what you want onto another, which you could almost kind of purport to be the antithesis of that very notion. So it's like you have this kind of emotional conflict internally of wanting to do everything selflessly for another, but also having selfish desire that could lead you into cycles of regret and temptation despite feeling like you have good intentions. It's a really cool concept just at a high level, because oftentimes if you look at different dysfunctional relationships, these dynamics certainly play out even on both ends. It doesn't just have to be one person being the desiree and the devotee. It could be both. Life is complicated. We don't have to ever treat things black and white. Let's just look for the nuance as kind of a first pass. At this point, that would be my random proselytizing to you guys, but I like this song a lot. It is so short and sweet, packed with a lot of great melodies, catchy riffs, distinct sections as well. I can't believe I never knew who Bayside were, despite having heard this song before. And there's been a handful of songs like that in my reaction journey where I will hear it, it gets requested, then I'll hear it, and then I'm like, wow, man, does this sound familiar? And then something will click, and I'm like, dude, I heard this like many moons ago. So I'm literally thinking back to like my, I don't know what grade that would have been, 6th or 7th grade self, browsing YouTube, just listening to music, discovering what all is out there, and good times. And I'm having good times now. Let's check out the next song from Bayside, Montauk. Dude, what a guitar tone here. Okay.
It's getting cold. Thought it was too soon to tell, but it was terribly old, and now the heart beats slow.
Oh, do
Let's crawl.
da da
The
da.
lights went out, the lights went out, and darkness filled the house on a tiring night under Long Island skies. I thought I'd known the consequence. Sweetness, can you believe this? Mess we've made of it. This mess we've made of it. And years to come,
I like
it
that
might make
melody.
sense. Sweetness, can you believe this? So what's become of it? What's become of it? But if you hear this and you think you're ready,
I don't know how to describe this, but this is almost like a sort of like emo post-hardcore ballad. Something about it just screams to me emo ballad. And I don't want to just say that flippantly, but I can't shake the feeling. Again, loving the vocals from Ranieri, loving the guitar work in all of this, by the way. It's not just the guitar tone that scratches that kind of special place in my brain. It is also these riffs. Man, this is so cool. I need to hear more Bayside. Send your requests my way, please.
but if you hear this and you think you're ready, meet me at Montauk, right out in the sand. Here lies the destiny of two heart souls different to be.
Oh.
Again, that could be our epitaph. I thought I'd known the consequence. Sweetness, can you believe this? Mess we made of it. This mess we made of it. In years to come, it might make sense. Sweetness, can you believe this? This is what's become of it.
It's such a subtle little movement in the melody, but that little, how do you even call it? It's almost like a reverse grace note.
Sweetness, can you believe this?
This. It's distinct, but it's so fast, and it just he slides into that second note. That does a lot for my brain as well. Also, what is doing wonders for my brain in both of these songs has been the utilization of the minor scale, and often in some moments here too, that passing note from minor to harmonic minor by sharpening the 7th minor scale degree. It's right up my alley.
To come, it might make sense. Sweetness, can you believe this? This is what's become of it. This is what's become of it.
Da-da-da. This, da-da-da. You hear the difference there? cool. Oh, cool. Chord outline. Fire, man.
I thought I'd known the consequence. Sweetness, can you believe this?
Oh, the
Mess we've made of it.
feel change, bro.
Years to come, it might make sense.
Everything is too cool, man. They're so good.
The consequence. Sweetness, can you believe this? Mess we've made of it. Mess we've made of it.
It's like underwater.
Years to come, it might make sense. Sweetness, can you believe this? What's become of it? What's become of it? I know. I thought I'd known the consequence. Sweetness, can you believe this? Mess we've made of it. This mess we've made of it. Years to come, it might make sense. Sweetness, did you foresee this? What's become of it? What's become?
Oh my god. Dude, these songs are going straight into my playlist. I love them melodically so much, energetically, lyrically. All of these elements that are being employed, whether it's vocally, whether it's from the guitar work, whether it's in the subtle slowdowns, these kind of tempo changes that are now occurring, the feel changes. These songs are so bite-sized, right? They're short, but they each bite of these bite-sized songs pack a unique punch. Each bite is its own flavor, and they're distinct, they're cohesive. It works so well together. It feels like every part of these songs was extremely well earned. The songwriting is phenomenal. Dude, like I said, I am so down to do more Bayside reactions or songs of these calibers. Oh my god. Between Devotion and Desire and Montauk, I almost like immediately want to jump into their entire discography, at least for their self-titled album Bayside, because these two, for me, 10 out of 10s. It's the melody, it's the scale that we're using, it's these little subtleties in Ranieri's vocals and what Jack is doing on the guitar. How can you combine so many cool things together in such a succinct but also unique way? Because it's unlike other songs that you may hear of this kind. Maybe that speaks more to my ignorance, because if I was like a true listener of like the emo genre or more punk rock, then I would know already about Bayside. But I don't know if you guys know this at this point, but there's a lot of music out there. I just saw an article the other day talking about, and I think Rick Beato even mentioned this too in a video of his, every day of the year 2025, more music is created in one day than an entire year would be in the 80s, for example. So as we progress further and further, there's going to be fewer and fewer music I've heard proportionally, despite me still like linearly and in some moments like even exponentially listening to more music. We don't have to talk all about this, but all that to say, there are holes in my music knowledge that need to be filled for my own sake, for your own sake. Let me know where those holes may be, and we can try to plug them together. If you're interested and want to make a reaction request yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But for me, my next task right now is just to listen to these two songs on repeat and figure out what I've been doing with the last 28 years of my life. But again, that's all I have for you today. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.